Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner. We're going to have another playthrough of Robocraft, playing with Death from Above. Now, last time I played with Death from Above, I had a lot of difficulty controlling the thing, and a lot of that I think was, well, I know was down to my build. So I did some tinkering with it, and the one thing I did is I had previously had two thrusters on the back, so I removed one. I put a more powerful one on, I believe this is the Tier 7 thruster. Put on a couple more of these rudders, and that really added to a lot of the stability and fixed the problems I was having. It does make it a little bit slower because I only have one thruster, even though it is a more powerful thruster. I also added on these arms here and here, and repeated on the same side to get more firepower. So I have a lot more firepower on this thing than I did in the previous video. Otherwise, it's more or less the same thing. So let's go ahead and hop into it and get into a battle. So yeah, as I said, it's a lot more controllable to fly with. It is, as I said, it's a little bit on the slower side, but not really. You know what? I've seen a lot of these flying craft, and they seem to be a little bit more slower than you'd think they would be. But this one, yeah, it's not the fastest thing, but it's a lot more controllable than it used to be. Now that we're in Tier 6, you do have to kind of account for the fact that people are more prepared to see flying craft. So sometimes it's not the greatest idea to just fly straight towards the enemy, because they'll just be looking for you and they'll just pick you out. It's also a good idea not to fly as high as you can, because then they just have a clear shot on you. It's oftentimes a good idea to maybe hug the terrain or go in a direction like over here, where there's a lot of terrain in the way from them being able to just pick you out and see you easily. So I'm probably flying a little high, so I'm gonna aim down here, see if we can take a pot shot at the other flying craft. All right. Yeah, he's getting chewed up. See, that's what happens if you just fly straight at the enemy like that. Okay, we see an enemy over there. We see another flying craft. Let's see if we can get this guy. Alright, we missed him a bit. Here's a guy. See if we can help our friends. There, we got a hit on there. We're just letting ourselves kind of glide now. And we got him. That's pretty much how you have to do things. You just kind of find your targets and then just kind of glide like that. And just get your shots down. I like to go after the medic tanks if I can, because they're a real asset to their team. I missed there. That was close, though. Alright. So, it looks like my team's just rolling over the opposition in this particular instance. So I'm going to go ahead over here, because it looks like that's where the rest of the enemy is. Let's see if I can get a shot. Needed to arc it a little bit more. Yeah, we got it in there. Fortunately, he had a lot of shielding. And then you just kind of glide and... Oh, we're getting shot. Got a little bit of hit on him. Missed. Oh, let's go after this guy again. Oh, no, he's dead now. We lost one of our wings, so we're going to have to be a little mindful of that. Yeah, we missed. Yeah, it's getting really hard for me to turn. I might even have to use my rear thrust to make that turn. Okay, now we've got the opposition there. Alright, well, we get a nice level up there. Yeah, miss. There we go, good hit. Ooh, that guy's going for me. Luckily he missed. One of them hit. Okay, we're getting shot at quite a bit here. See if we can get some shots in there. Missed quite a bit there. Alright, let's get this medic guy if we can. That was just a complete miss. Unfortunately, my craft is a little hard to control right now. Alright, come on. Flip over. Alright. Let's use some rear thrust maybe. That didn't help. Maybe we need to get down and let a medic tank fix us, because it's really hard to control the craft right now. I just keep flipping over. Unfortunately, I can't really turn like this. Oh, and that's how you just run into walls. Okay. Alright, well, we could probably turn in this direction a little bit more easily. Or not. Alright. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Alright, that was the last guy anyway. Well, that was a nice match there. I got my wing shot off, but we did pretty well otherwise. So that's kind of like, in my opinion, the way you have to fly, play these flying craft, is you're not really just rushing out there. That might have been a previous match I was playing today that message is for. So let's pop into another match here, because I think we have time for it. Anyway, what I was saying there is it's oftentimes a good idea when you're doing these flying craft to not just rush out towards the enemy, kind of stick with your team and act as support. I mean, I think that's the better way to play it, is you're kind of support, your fire support. You're not really there to, attack necessarily. While they're focusing on your team is when you're laying down the fire to give them, as I said, support. So I think that's more the idea of how you want to play these, and not fly straight into a wall like I just did. Okie dokie. Not sure which group I want to be with, but it looks like there's a more coherent group over here, so that's where I'm going to go.
Plasma hover spotted.
Okay. It's quite possible the enemy is going in the other direction, but we do see somebody over here. Let's just put some fire down over there. It's not going to hit anything, but I just maybe scare him a little bit. Okay, I see a flying craft coming. Oh, that was close to hitting him. Alright, I'm getting shot. I was just about to say I should probably get out of there. And see, that's exactly what I shouldn't have done there, is just run straight at the enemy. Well, not necessarily that I ran straight at the enemy. It's because I was so high, they could easily pick me off. So that's kind of what you don't want to do there. So let's see if we can get into another match. Throw one on here. So that wasn't really a good... I was focusing on the other enemy flyer and not the guys on the ground. And see, that's exactly what I mean. I'm supposed to be fire support. I'm not supposed to be attacking like that. And I lost sight of what I was supposed to do. And yeah, you get killed when you do that. And also, I was flying too high, honestly. I mean, the best way to succeed with the flying craft is not to be noticed. So use terrain as cover. Use your friendlies as a distraction. Excuse me. Because usually when enemies are engaged with your friendlies, they're not going to be looking up in the sky. They're going to be looking down at who's engaging them. So that's kind of the idea you want to go for. Wow, most of my team looks like they're flyers. Alright, so it looks like they're going that way, so that's the way we're going to go. And we're going to dip down here a little bit and lose some of our altitude. And see, because I'm flying under the mountain, enemies are going to have a hard time seeing me until they're too close, and then I can hit them. Okay, so I don't want to go over here because then and I'm way too high.
Bomber spotted.
And see how right there, see how they're just shooting him out of the sky pretty much? It's because they're flying so high. They know he's there. See how quickly they're chewing him up? Okay, we got enemy here. Alright, a little more arc. Alright, a little more. Don't know what's that guy's doing. Alright, what the heck? Alright, I gotta turn around here.
SMG drone spotted.
Okay. Alright, let's get over here. Alright, I could have swore there was a bad guy here. Oh, there is. And I'm just getting chewed up. Alright, well, we got the rear thrust still. Oh, boy. Oh, well. There we go. Get that guy. I'm getting really shot up. And now I'm an easy target because I'm just floating here. Yeah.
Plasma hover spotted.
Well,
Plasma tank
you win
spotted.
some and you lose some. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.